Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Whew. It is Taco Tuesday. It seemed like I just went to bed. Got to get on the road this morning down the country and get this carpet and stuff put in and things. I'll be down there for a day or two getting stuff done. But the work, of course, never ends here. And let me say to the Washington Commanders, put your left hand up. Okay. Commanders, you know, I told you guys, I said, watch out for the Commanders because they have a new mojo right now with the thought of Dan Snyder going. The thought of Jay-Z, Jeff Bezos, who's now talking about giving away all his money. You know, you basically are giving it away if you're buying the Commanders because that place is a dump. He gave away $100 million for Dolly Parton's charities to give away. I'm hoping that maybe he can, hook a brother up and give a little bit over this way. Jeff Bezos, we spent a lot of money there on Amazon there, but a lot of the stuff that's down here has been bought through your company. So hook a brother up, Jeff. But to have Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Matthew McConaughey, that all of a sudden gives hope to the Commanders. That all of a sudden makes them a different team. Carson Wentz sitting on the sidelines last night, you could see, I can't believe this shit is happening again. I know he's going, what the hell is going on out here? I have lost another team up underneath of me for a backup quarterback, a career backup quarterback. The amazing thing with Tyler Heinicke, it's not pretty, but the guy just wins. I believe he's 9-8 as a starter for the Commanders, which is crazy because everybody else is like 19-37 since 2018. For whatever reason, the team responds to the magic that is Tyler Heinicke. For us Cowboys, we have to be thankful. We have to be thankful for the Commanders because what they did here, now we got problems of our own that we have to rectify. We have got to get our shit back together. And maybe this is a case where maybe it was just a bad game and we get on track, and maybe that's the case for the Eagles, that they went in sleepwalking into this game and ended up not being prepared. That could be the case. But if the Eagles lose one more game and we don't, between now and Christmas, we control our own destiny to win the division. Because the Eagles would, if we beat them, would have 2 losses in the division, and right now we only have 1. So the world seemed like it was falling apart and that there was no chance in the world for the Cowboys to catch the Eagles, but all of a sudden they look vulnerable. The Eagles, like us, could not stop the run, and having to play catch up, the Eagles just could not do it. The Commanders got physical with them, pounded them, and shut them down. And once they started getting physical with them, you saw all the turnovers. And turnovers are game changers. So you start looking at this and saying, the formula's out on how to beat the Eagles. Now, for us, of course, we got to get ourselves back on track. We have a lot of things that we have to correct because, again, just like the Eagles, we're having a problem stopping the run as well right now. And we need to do better, much, much better than what we've been doing. I'm going to be short-winded this morning because I got to get on the road before it gets too late because I got to meet the carpet guys there before 12. But we have some problems in the secondary right now. Jordan Lewis is definitely missed. Anthony Brown, I know Anthony Brown gets burnt and things, but we got even worse with Kellen Joseph out there. I'm wondering if Micah Parsons has some nagging injuries. And, injuries are not, everybody has injuries. but ones that are trying to get the Cowboys are saying, we're going to play you at Mike linebacker so you don't take as much as a punishment right now. And I'll go into that further while I'm on the road, which is maybe one of the reasons why he wasn't on the line as much. But without him being on the line, the Cowboys did not get as much pressure as we have been getting as before. And that truly shows at the point of attack and shutting down the quarterback. Now, granted, it was Aaron freaking Rodgers, and they have some kind of magic that always seems to stop us when it comes to the Green Bay Packers. I don't know what it is. They just seem to own us. But that was definitely good news last night for us. Let's listen into ESPN last night and see what they had to say about it.
And his family that was on Coach's heart there just lost his mom, and powerful, man. You know, like, I don't know if you're watching it all yesterday, but you see Matt LaFleur in tears in the locker room after Green Bay wins. You see Derek Carr in tears after a loss in the Raider locker room. You know, you put a lot of work into it, man. And Washington goes on the road and against a team who hadn't trailed in the second half, hadn't lost all year, and they had a recipe, and that recipe adds up to Washington moving to 5-5. What'd they do that nobody else had been able to figure out?
Well, I think the first thing was about running the football. Obviously, Jordan Davis, that mountain of a man that moves extremely swiftly inside the interior line of the Philadelphia Eagles, was not there. But when you watch what what Scott Turner was able to do, was he continued to put this team in motion. And I call it pound game in motion, not poetry in motion. There was always someone running horizontally in the backfield. And with the horizontal movement, you were seeing the backers plus over. And now they were able to get downhill on the Philadelphia Eagles. We hadn't seen that the entire year. The other piece was this, Scott. They got him to turn the football over. You talked about the A.J. Brown tipped ball that's intercepted. We also saw the two huge fumbles. One was a face mask. The other was just a great hustle play when Quez Watkins catches the ball behind the defenders. To beat a very good team, you have to have a little bit of luck. And the Washington Commanders had that, but they also came in with a plan. They stuck to that plan. They never wavered, and they made the Philadelphia Eagles do something they haven't had to do all season. Play in the second half. Play from behind. See, can Jalen Hurts bring us back? Can our defense make a play? And tonight, they didn't.
I'm not going to try to sell anybody sunshine that it's good to lose, but I would imagine you're going to be stressed at some point, particularly as the season moves on and you get to the playoffs, and that's where they're going to be. Is there some value in having to play in the second half and being, look, there should have been a face mask, and Quez isn't probably going to fumble again. I just wonder, do you look at this in totality and go, all right, we lost, but.
Well, there's value in this. Scott, no matter what I try to do, if you're winning, it's hard for me to make you feel like you lost. It's hard for me to come into work and say, you know what, Scott, I know we won by 20. But you remember when I told you to go left and you went right first and then you went left and scored? I don't want that to happen no more.
You're like, Coach, we ain't no.
Exactly. But when you go in there after a loss, now some of the finer things and some of those small, minuscule details, you can pinpoint and say, okay, right here, if we make this play, this is a difference in the game. If we make that play, this is a difference. Also now, we get to find out who are the leaders on the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles, who's going to fight through some adversity and come back better the next week. And I think they'll learn a lot about themselves walking into the stadium next weekend.
Is this Taylor Heinicke's team?
Oh,
without a doubt.
You know what? You know why you need to get Scary Terry here? Not so he could come here and do sports, so he could be a dang politician. Right? Because when he answered that question, it was the great political answer. Yeah, I feel like we can win with whether it's Taylor or Carson.
But he answered the question and told you a lot in how he answered it about Heinicke.
Taylor Heinicke is the straw that stirs the coffee on this team. And I chose coffee because he is a shot of caffeine. He gives this team an energy that you don't get with Carson Wentz. And it's not just Carson Wentz. It's been for the last few years when Taylor Heinicke is inserted into this lineup, you see this team tick up. And we saw it again tonight. He gives them a belief because he refused to believe anything that's been said about him his entire life. Too small, not slow enough, not strong enough for him. He says, I know how to win, I'm going to play hard, and the team rallies around that.
You know you can't fake hunger. A guy that's out the league, a guy that's studying to take exams to go get a job, you can't fake that, right?
And you know what, too, though, Scott? I want to be fair to him. It's a lot of hungry people that don't ever get no food.
That's
You gotta
true.
work to get it.
I
And Taylor Heinicke is hungry, yes, but this dude has put his nose to the grind and found ways to make plays and found ways to help this team win. You pointed to the throw out of bounds on the snap over your head. That's thinking, that's understanding, that's staying calm, that's poise, and that's intelligence. Those things are also skills. So this man is skilled enough to be a quarterback in this league.
He kept his poise in that moment. It's wild. Like we talked about the Minnesota-Buffalo game. There's so many plays right there. And in one moment, maybe that gets lost in the sauce, but it all adds up in the end to a victory for Washington and a loss for Philadelphia. Ryan, appreciate your time as always. Gets up early and stays up late.
Wow.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live
That
streaming
was
sports and premium
incredible.
content, subscribe.
To see that. I'm going to do a little bonus piece here for you. You know what? I'm going to say that karma does have a tendency to come back around.
Interesting.
And looks like Dallas Goedert is down.
First and 10, Eagles at the 31.
Holy shit.
Play action. Looking. Nice good to run. Tight end screen. Goddard makes the move because there was nothing there, and he's lucky just to get 4 yards. They're going to say he fumbled the ball.
Oh, face mask.
And they're going to say touchdown, Washington. I don't know what the hell just happened. To
He got the face mask and he dropped the ball. Did it?
They're saying touchdown, Washington right now. Goddard is down.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what happened.
Wow. That was a bad face
He
mask.
fumbled. I don't know how that's a touchdown.
They missed the face mask.
I could have sworn I heard whistle.
He's down. He's down, but it's...
Let's see. It's definitely a fumble. Oh, that's a face mask. That should be a penalty.
Yeah, that should be a penalty.
15-yard penalty on Washington.
It's a takeaway at least.
That's a face
Wow.
mask.
Forever fashion. Yes, die Eagles.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
Oh, stop crying about penalties, man. Just, stop being a little biatch is what you guys kept saying about us. When I talked about the pass interference that didn't get called. Don't cry about penalties.
Oh.
Don't cry about penalties. There's no crying in football, Philly. There's no crying in football.
Face mask.
They miss calls all the time on the Cowboys. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
What? They didn't call flag?
No, they didn't call a flag, Philly. That's karma. Because, see, all you Eagle fans said, oh, you're just a crybaby when I talked about them pass interference on my guy. Yes, that's what you get. Payback is a biatch. It's a biatch. It's a biatch. It's a biatch. Wait, what? Nothing.
Face mask.
Oh.
It's a penalty. 15 yards. What are they talking about? What are they talking about?
That's karma, man. That's karma because all you Eagles, when I put that out there, you just a little crybaby. Your team just sucks. Your team just sucks. That's what you kept saying. Your team just sucks. That's what you get. That's what you get, brother. That's what you get. How's it feel when the shoe's on the other foot there, Philly? How's it feel?
They can't count that.
Yes, they can count that, Philly. Yes, they can because the officials screw you just like they screwed the Cowboys. That's right, brother. That's right. How does it feel there, Philly? How does it feel?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
The laugh. Here, let me see. Let me get a glass for your tears. Let me have a glass for your tears, Philly. Can I get a glass full of them? Oh, poor little baby. Where?
Head almost came off like the Exorcist.
Oh.
Penalty.
Oh.
Ridiculous call.
Oh.
The brother screwed up. What the hell's going on?
Oh. Poor. Oh.
Hey, clear it. Cut face mask.
Are you not entertained? Oh, poor Philly. Little Philly. Little Philly cream cheese. Little Philly cream cheese.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's not a touchdown. He was down. All right, good people. I got to get up on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Oh, boy. All is right in the universe right now. And I'm going to get going. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Now, we got a break here. Now, we got to fix ourselves. I'm Mark Holmes, and, well, hope you're having a great day.
Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to